Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I appreciate you coming over. Oh, wait a minute. This room is completely dark. You can't see me. Let's shed some light on the subject. Well, that probably made it a little bit better. Today I'm going to be talking about this awesome LED work light. Let me get situated and turn the regular lights on and we'll talk about it a little bit more. Alright guys, this is what it looks like with just my overhead flood zone in here. I'm going to cut every light off and you'll see how dark it is. I'm getting ready to cut them off right now. And then you'll see complete darkness. That was a mistake. I should have cut the light on. Now I got to find the light. And you can see how it just totally lit up the room with just the floodlight. Now let's cut both lights on and see how bright that is. There we go, and that's with both of them on. You can see the spotlights up there on the ceiling. But that is super bright, guys. You take this camping with you, it's going to light up your campsite really nice. Just go sit it by a tree and cut it on, or on a table or anything like that, and have it shooting straight up like that where it's not in anybody's eyes. I'll usually get a few emails every once in a while to review a product, and most of the times I'll just pass those by because sometimes they're just things that I wouldn't normally use or I wouldn't particularly buy just to get them. But I had a company reach out to me. I know I'm not going to say the name right, but it is right here. You guys can see that. I think it's Yuo Shang Mei, perhaps. I hope I said that right. I probably didn't, but anyway, this company reached out to me through the email and wanted to know if I wanted to try out their LED work light they had. And I was like, sure, I'll definitely give it a try and do a review, honest review on it. They're not paying me to do the review, but they did send me this item to review. So I want to give you my honest opinion about this particular LED work light, and then we'll look at some of the specs. This thing, it is really nice, guys. And then you can see the size compared to my head. I've got a big head, but it adjusts every which way. Really, really nice. It's made really well. It has some heft to it. It's not light. It don't feel cheap, and it has those rubber corners on there. Like if you were to drop it, I would say it'd be protected. And it comes with a. Let me see if I can make my picture a little bit bigger so you guys can see. All right, there we go. It comes with a mini USB to a USB-A, and it says it only takes 2 hours to charge, which is actually not bad at all. And in the picture here, you can see it shows the times. It says if you use both the flood and the spot at the same time, it lasts for 4 hours. If you use just the flood beam, is 6 hours, which that lit up this whole room. So if you just use that, but if you need to put a spot on something, last 7 hours on the spot beam. That's pretty good time. And you can also, like I said, you can move this thing any way that you want to, up and down. They'll completely bend flat if you want to, and then you can move it up or down as much as you want it to. And it has the USB charger cable that I just showed you, and you can also charge your devices. It says it has a 44 milliamp hour power bank. Alright, let's move over here and talk a little bit about the specs. You know, the specs are a little bit confusing, so I'll have to do some timings on these to see if it's right as far as what it says about charging time. So I have to run it all the way down and see how long it takes to charge, and also how long it actually lasts. Because if you noticed over here in the picture, it did say, let's see, where are you at, picture? It did say right here that if you use both the spot and flood together, it'll last 4 hours. If you use just the spot beam, it'll last 7 hours. And if you use the flood beam, it'll last for 6 hours. But over here in the specs, it says, chart, here we go. The rechargeable LED work light only needs to be charged for 2 to 3 hours, and then it could work for 12 hours. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we'll have to test that out to see if how long that actually lasts. I'll do that one night while I'm editing videos or messing around down here in the studio. I could leave it on and I could be around it to see when it cuts off, to see if it actually lasts 6 hours on that the flood. So yeah, but that's what the specs say there about the time it lasts. So that's kind of confusing. 2 to 3 hours to charge. It says it's 3,000 lumen output. It's got 3 modes, spot, flood, or both. And I guess the name of the light, it doesn't say in the title right here. I do not see the name, but right here it says the Samyoung mechanic flashlight. And again, it says it right over here, Samyoung 30 watt LED work light. Okay, so I guess that's the name of the spotlight itself, and that was the company right up here. Alright guys, let's talk about the price. Is it worth $28? To me, that seems a little steep, but I'm a cheapie. I like finding good deals, paying as little as I can. For stuff like this, I'll usually go for the cheaper one, but this does say it's 3,000 lumens. And if you go looking around on the internet, you're not going to find anything comparable to the lumens to the price that I can see. It feels like it should be $19.99. If it was $19.99, it would feel like to me personally, it'd feel like it's a better deal. But you can always find deals, better deals online at different times. So at the time, this particular light is $27.99, and but you get a good light for sure. But let's look around. If we go here to like Walmart and key in, punch in LED work light, you can kind of see they have one here that's 1,000 lumen. That is $15.84. So maybe you are getting a pretty good deal. Here's one here with a couple different lights. It says 2,000 lumen. It has a flood on it as well. And this is the Hyper Tough brand. That's 1,200 lumens. I'll see if I can find a 3,000. Here's a 2,500 lumen, $29.99. And it only has the one LED, which you could probably set to different brightnesses, I would say. And there's one that is 10,000 lumens. Oh my gosh, that's probably super bright for 67. So I guess that probably is a pretty good deal, guys. And I'm sure you can find it cheaper. If we go to Amazon and just key in LED work light, let's see what we come across. For the battery powered ones. See a bunch of plugins, and look, there's the same light right there. Probably a different seller, and it's $25.99. That's probably a 2-pack right there for $29.99. Well, you see how much the DeWalt brand is, $79.95. This kind of looks similar for $25. Yeah, if you look around, you can probably find it for a better deal at different times. Me personally, it feels like it should be $19. If it was $19.99, I would feel like it was a better deal. But if you go to like Lowe's Home Improvement or Home Depot, those brand names are really going to be expensive, I'm sure. Like you've seen how much the DeWalt is. I would recommend it at $27.99 after feeling it and touching it and using it. But if I was looking online, just searching online for an LED work light, and I happened upon this one, and it says $27.99, and I'm looking at it, you don't know the quality of it without touching it, feeling it, looking at it, using it. You could be thinking that it might be cheap, but it actually is a really good quality light. So to sum it up, is the Samyoung LED rechargeable work light worth $27.99, $28. In my opinion, after seeing the prices of the other ones, I would say absolutely it's a great price. I would jump on it a whole lot faster if I was searching for LED lights and happened to see it for $19.99 instead of $27.99. But after touching it, feeling it, and using it, I would say it's worth it. But if I was just searching online and scrolling through the different ones, I would look at it and say $27.99 seems like a lot, and not knowing the quality beforehand, knowing that it's that good of a quality light, I don't know if I would pay $27.99. It is a very nice work light, and it is definitely going to come in handy, and I do love the fact that you can charge devices on it as well. I like the fact that you can just set it up like that and throw it on a picnic table or under a tree to light up an area, so that's really nice. And if you want to look at the specs and stuff yourself, I'll leave the link down below in the video description. Go check out my other links in the video description as well, guys, for all my social media. And I also have started a podcast called The Digital Onion, and the link for that will be down there in the description as well. If you haven't already, check that out. I'm really excited about that. I'll be getting some episodes of that up pretty soon. I hope to do that maybe about once a week or so, I'll post an episode in that as well. Thanks for coming over. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. And as always, plan, prepare, and practice. Handy out.